right, hold on your screen, everybody. Woo! Hell yeah, that thing is awesome. Everyone, Derek here today bringing you a 2013 Ford Focus ST review. This Ford Focus ST actually belongs to a good friend of mine, Brad, and Brad's been watching my YouTube channel ever since I made it. So today he tossed me the keys and he said, review my Ford Focus ST. And I'm super excited about this because this car is just a blast to drive. Can honestly sit here and say this is probably the funnest car I've driven on my channel so far. So that being said, let's jump into some specs on this car. Ford equipped these cars with a 2.0 4-cylinder turbo with EcoBoost. From the factory, this car is pushing 252 horsepower to the crank at 5,500 RPMs and 270 foot-pounds of torque at 5,700 RPMs. With these Ford Focus STs, they're only available in a 6-speed manual transmission. But just like every other review, 5-speed manual, 6-speed manual, whatever it is, it's totally the way to go. For many of you that have been following my channel since the beginning, you guys know this is the first turboed car to hit my channel, and I've learned very quickly how effective a turbo is. Amazing thing about these turbo cars is when you get on it right away, you don't hit boost. Building boost, take off. Whew. This thing is very, very quick. We are out. Now that's the one scary thing about this car. You honestly have no idea how fast you're going until you look down. As you can hear, there is no loud, obnoxious exhaust on this, so you don't really hear the message when you have the pedal to the floor saying, stop, you're speeding. No, this thing is absolutely quiet and it goes. This car will definitely catch you by surprise, and I can tell you, and I'm being 100% honest with you, it caught me by surprise. So let's talk about the gas mileage you get when you drive this car off the lot. This car roughly gets about 23 miles per gallon in the city and about 33 on the highway. And that's pretty good considering the fact that this car has a speed, has a turbocharger on it, and it gets great gas mileage. Overall, this is a well-rounded car. When this ST was released in 2013, the MSRP on this car was roughly $23,000 to $25,000. You can actually pick up one used now in the ballpark of $16,000 to about $20,000. When thinking about what this car has to offer, that's a very, very, very fair price. Probably wondering what the 0 to 60 time is. On average, it's about 6 seconds with a top speed of 155 miles per hour. Shit, that's fast. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. That is so fun. And for a little inline 4 turbo, this thing definitely scoots. Now the one significant difference with Brad's ST compared to any other ST out there is the Mishimoto front mount intercooler. Now you're probably asking yourself, what is so special about it? Actually, when Ford released these cars, they did not mount the intercooler where you see Brad's. Brad's intercooler mount is completely custom. He actually had to cut the front crash bar to do it. Now the risk with Brad doing that is you fuck up your car, or you completely stand out from every other ST out there. And I'll be first to say, I'm glad Brad did that because it looks damn good. Take off. Woo! Damn, you just feel it like right when it hits boost, it puts you right back in your seat. And the front mount intercooler isn't the only mod Brad's done. He has a Roush cold air intake with a levels down pipe. And to wrap up the modifications, he has the Unleashed tune. Now Brad has recently done all this, so he hasn't made it to the dyno yet, and I'm very anxious to see what this thing puts down because I rode in another ST before, but this one definitely has that extra spunk to it. And when Brad makes it to the dyno, I promise you there will be a video on it to update the car. But until then, all we can do is wonder how much horsepower this thing actually has. This Ford Focus ST actually has its stock exhaust, but it has a resonator delete to give it that little rumble. But I cannot stress it enough that when you're getting on this car, you have no idea how fast you're going until you actually look down. I'm gonna be honest with you, Brad, I accidentally hit a button and now the rear windshield wiper is on and I can't get it off. I'm actually pretty embarrassed because I'm at red lights and shit and people are behind me. So anyways, now with this car being so compact and on the smaller side, the car's curb weight is roughly 3,200 pounds, which is very light, and that's why this car get up and goes. Now I've been driving this car for about 40-45 minutes now, and I've definitely noticed that second and third gear are just ruthless. Probably because in first gear when you're stomping on it, you haven't hit full boost. Now second and third gear, totally different story. Let's hit the second gear pull. Boost, 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 boost. Woo! I'm telling you right now, if I owned this car, I would get in so much trouble because it just wants to go. I'm not even kidding you, it wants to keep going. These Ford Focus STs aren't just quick. The handling on them is just absolutely outstanding. I have a nice little turn coming up here, so let's see how this thing handles. Hell yeah, that thing is awesome. So it comes down to that one question. Should I buy a Ford Focus ST? And I'm gonna give it a big fat yes. The reason why I'm saying a big fat yes is because you have to take into consideration that this car has the speed, has the handling, has the room for your family. It's a grocery getter, and overall just a well-rounded car. So if you're looking for a car that has the spunkiness, that has the looks, that has the sport feel to it, but most importantly is family friendly, this is absolutely your car. This has way more than I expected, and I can honestly see why people go out and buy these cars. An absolute blast to drive, and thank you so much, Brad, for tossing me your keys and letting me review this car. It was such an opportunity, and like I said, this thing is by far the most fun I've ever had driving a car. It's gonna be pretty hard to beat. I launched the car, and when I took that turn, I wanna say I was doing about 50, 55, 60. I'm not even kidding you. I was getting it around that corner, and this thing was just so snug with the road, and overall, I can't complain. But if you like this review, be sure to leave a like, comment on this video if you'd like, share it with your friends. Most importantly, hit that subscribe button, guys. We are on our way to 1,000 subscribers, and to be 100% honest with you, I think we're gonna be growing faster and faster each day, and I cannot express to you guys how excited I am for that. But until then, y'all take care, and I'll see you next time.